Hello, I am Brandy Massey, a fourth year business administration student from Monticello, Florida.
Greetings, I am Sequisha Robb, a fourth year business administration student from Jacksonville, Florida.
Hello, class. My name is Tamara Roberts, a fourth year healthcare management student from Jamaica.
Greetings, I am Armani Ricks, a fourth year business administration student from Washington, D.C.
Greetings, I am Willie Ross, a third year accounting student from Ocala, Florida.
And we are the
Communicators!
I want to start off by asking a question. What is communication? Communication is the process by which information is transmitted and understood between two or more people. Good communication skills are very important in today's workforce. And the ways that you can acquire them is by knowing what you want to say and the reason that you're saying it, knowing how you want to say it, and listening to others when they speak to you. And the best way to learn these skills is practice. Practice makes perfect. And as often as you do it, it becomes second nature. In order for you to communicate effectively, you must know the communication process.
The communication process is when a person gathers information, formulates the information, and sends it to the person they're trying to have receive the information. The person who receives it decodes the information and forms feedback and sends the information back to the sender, and the sender decodes the information and evaluates it.
Next, we will discuss communication channels. Communication channels are ways you transmit the information that you're trying to present to others, such as your professor, could be your peer, it could be anyone of that nature. There are two forms of communication, verbal and nonverbal. The verbal aspect, it could be spoken or written. A nonverbal, it could be just your gestures, your facial expressions, anything of that nature. Ways to ensure that you're communicating effectively are just being confident in your speech, knowing what and who you are speaking with, and just pretty much articulate your thoughts.
Social relationships. Social relationships vary from face-to-face interaction, could be online interaction, it could be via email, it could be any way you use to communicate with another individual to relay what you're trying to get across.
Okay, failure to communicate. In deaf employees, most deaf employees communicate through American Sign Language. This is a complete language, but the grammar and the vocabulary are visual. When communicating with people of a different age group, the presenters has to find something in common with the group in order for them to obtain the information. Failure to communicate, especially in the workplace. Workplace communication is one of the major problems in a company. Disagreement causes barriers when trying to communicate effectively. When communicating through emails, this can be good or bad. Emails tend to be one of the faster ways of transmitting written information throughout a company. But at the same time, email shows no form whatsoever of emotions.
Even though emails are unemotional, it is the most common way of communication. But the best way of communication is verbally so that there are no miscommunications when you're communicating. Reasons for emails, though, is to have a record of what you were talking about just in case there is miscommunication between you and another person. And it's also to remind people of things they need to do within the company. Sometimes empathizing with your employees can help with the communication when there are mishaps in miscommunication so that everything can be smoothed out. Sometimes and other times there is miscommunication between cultures because of different languages, and there are miscommunications between different genders because of their genders. And lastly, to ensure that you have effective communication, you want to make sure the people are understanding you as you talk so that there is no miscommunication. and we are
The Communicators.